Good afternoon or evening. Well, this is Agamera. Hope you guys enjoyed my show I made yesterday. Yeah, my card is fucked up. It's not working. With Ivan, yeah. Obviously. Today my card was not working when I purchased my smokes. So I went to Scotiabank and I got a new card. And even when I got a new card, the transactions for my pack of smokes didn't work. Obviously, so I went back to the bank, and the bank told me, "Yeah, Ivan, you have no hidden fees in your bank account. You have no holds." So I tried to go for in a different store, and then it got declined. And then I asked God, "I'm like, God, please help me. I need my smokes." And some random guy from Elmer, he paid for my smokes. Yeah, I got it, and he paid for my 20 pack of smokes. Obviously, I would have had that money as smokes. I would have went home and cashed my cans, but the guy paid for my pack of smokes. I don't know why my card is declined. I have $16 left in my bank. The smokes are $15, and my card is continuously keeps getting declined. And I even went to the bank, and they told me I have no hidden fees or block on my account, and the card just keeps getting declined. I don't know what's going on here, man. Because the guy purchased my smokes, I now have enough money till Saturday. I have 2 bags of cans, and I have like $17 in my bank. But the problem is, will that $17 transaction go through? I don't know what's going on with my card, man. And I called the bank too. I called the bank, and I also went to the teller. They told me, "Yeah, Ivan, your card should work, but it keeps getting declined when I try to pay for stuff." I don't know what the fuck's going on here, man. It's very weird. Did you hear from Walford back? No, not yet. They didn't set me. They might set me something in the mail tomorrow. I'll get my results. For Walford back, right? Yeah. Today it was busy at Dindy's, man. It was so busy the boss had to help me. I asked the boss to help me. He was in his office. I'm like, "Yeah, I need some help with dishes." He's like, "Okay," and the boss helped me out at Dindy. It was so busy. I usually end at like 2:40. I ended at like 3:10 today. It was busy, man. But the guy at who works at Disney's, he gave me a ride today. He always gives me a ride. Nice guy. He always gives me a ride, obviously, because I don't want to walk, right? It's a long walk, obviously. Oh, did you really pray to your father? Yeah, I did. I'm like, "Father, please, I hope my card works. I need my pack of smokes." And it got declined. And the guy just randomly says, I'll pay for it. And he paid for my smokes, my $15 pack of smokes. I'm like, "Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it." Coincidence. God protected me. Yeah. Do you actually pray to God? Yeah, I did. I prayed to God. I'm like, I hope I can get my pack of smokes. I need my smokes. And the guy offered to pay for me when my card got declined. Did you have enough money in your bank? Yes, I did. I had enough money in my bank, but for some reason it just keeps getting declined. I even went to the bank. I had them look over my bank account. They told me, "Yeah, Ivan, you don't have any blocks on your account. You have no hidden fees. So why is my card not working?" I even got a new card because I thought maybe my old card wasn't working, and I got a new card today, and it still got declined when I tried to make a transaction. It's very weird. Sarah? Yeah. So I got today over with. Now I get my 6 days off. I should have worked last Wednesday though, because I'm gonna get a shitty paycheck, like a $90 paycheck this week, man. Only $90. That's only enough for like 6 days. 6 days of smokes. So I'm 1 week short. I haven't heard from Walford back yet. Hopefully they contact me tomorrow, or I get my mail tomorrow. I get accepted. God, I need your help. I hope I get accepted, man. I need your help, Father. Yeah. Yesterday I saw Tarzan because I got my nostalgic vibes from watching my video I made back in 22 with my dreads. I watched Tarzan yesterday. And I have the soundtrack on my phone. Well, a few of the songs on my phone, right? Yeah. We go over your book today? Yeah, I will. After this video, after I watch the show with you guys, I will go over my book. I'm gonna go over it 5 pages every day. I want to get it done and carefully go over it. And after that, I'm gonna go on the treadmill. Or I'll make another video after I work on my book. Then after that, around 7 o'clock, I'll go on the treadmill. I don't want to go late though. Before I used to go at like 11, 10, 12. That's too late. I get tired. Go even around like 4 to like 7, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock is not bad. It's not too late. Go like at 7, 6, 5, 4, 8 o'clock. Don't go at 12. Because 12 o'clock is when you start getting tired. You want to sleep. Because before I used to go on the treadmill like late at night, like at 10, 11, 12 at night. It's too late. Go around like 7, 6. That's a good time. 5 o'clock. Obviously. Yeah. Ivan Zane's doing a masterpiece. Oh, yeah, it is. Masterpiece, man. Greatest man's all written. That's why the gatekeepers want to control it, obviously. No, I wrote a masterpiece. Yeah, I wrote Ivan. You wrote a masterpiece. Yeah, I did. This is going to be more popular than Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. I said, well, that's why they want to control it. See, greedy pigs. I'm not going to have those guys take my money when they make all that money around the world and you kept me poor for 40 years. Have you take my billions? No way. That money's for me. Yeah. That's why they threaten me because they want to get their hands on my brand. They want to control it. Yeah, we want that money. We want it going to us. So even while you're making all those trillions, you still want to steal my billions on my book. Like you got to be greedy, man. A greedy pig. You won't let me make money or Vijay make money, obviously. And you while you're making all your tens of trillions every year since I was born, and you kept me poor. Now all of a sudden, when I write my book, now you also want to control my brand too. After not, so you lock the doors on me. You won't let me touch your money. You expect me to give you control over my money. You crazy, man? That money's mine. You're not touching it. Money's for me, Vijay. It's not for you. Don't like him. Yeah, it's for me, my wife. It's not for you. I'm just a gritty pig. And they're pissed off because I don't have the keys. No, we can't guard the door on that, man. No, you can't. I have the keys, man. You can't guard all my things, man. Sarah. Yeah. Yeah. No, the use for Walmart go back. No, they didn't send the letter yet. Maybe tomorrow will come in. Thursday it'll come in tomorrow. My letter, and they'll say I'm either accepted or I'm declined. I don't know. If I need your help, I'm hoping I'm accepted, man. I need the money. And if they decline me, I might have to get a doctor's note, or I just apply to another job. But if I apply to another job, that means I have to work. But I can still work on my book while I work, obviously. I just have to be more disciplined, obviously. But it'll hinder my weight loss process because when you work, you're tired, you don't feel like working out. But See, if you don't work, you can work on your book and you can work out 7 days a week. See, I'm gonna go into trouble today after obviously like 7:30 around there. I'm going to trouble today. Yeah. I'm only gonna eat my Denny's food today, and that's it. My Denny's food, and that's it. Obviously. Yeah. Off tomorrow. Yes. Yeah. What are the worst days for you? Tuesdays, because Tuesdays I know I have work the next day. I have to go to work. So, but then once I get it over with on Wednesday, I know I get another 6 days off, so I can just sleep in and just sleep. Yeah. So if you don't get accepted for welfare, if I don't get accepted for welfare, I can either try again or I just work. Just apply to like Super C and like Maxi. I can work there. But I'm not applying for dishwashing because I don't want to wash dishes. Washing dishes is not fun. As today I was fucking stressed out, didn't man. I was fucking busy, man. Whereby the boss had to help me, man. He had to help me. He helped me for a good like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. The boss helped me, man. It was fucking busy. Yeah. I don't mind working once a week dishwashing, but like full time, no, I don't want to do full time dishes. It's not fun. Washing dishes is not fun. I'm sick and tired of washing dishes. I want to just do another job. You know. Your Zane's book is sick. I know. And like Volume 3 looks interesting. I know Volume 3 is my favorite. Man. Volume 3 is my favorite. It's when it gets dark and deep. Crazy shit happens. I almost pull Sophie to see when you read the book. In Volume 3, looking amazing novel, man, when you read it. Looking at an amazing novel when you read it, always. Don't hate him, son, yeah. Yeah. Yo, having a $3 billion budget, man, that's unheard of, I know. For Zane's looking at the most expensive movie trilogy ever made. Man. Looking at an expensive movie trilogy, something like unheard of, better than James Cameron's Avatar. Those would be crazy, man. That's why I have crazy wild on Zanus, as I am playing Prince Tactius and BJ's Lithium, right? Yeah. Yeah, right. When I read your book, Tactius sounds like a white man. Yeah, he does. When you read my book, automatically when you read fantasy books, like when they talk about a prince and everything, you automatically have that automatic bias that he's a white guy, right? You picture him as a white guy. You don't really picture because there's not many movies that have been made where you had a black prince. They're all these white guys, honestly. Because I'm playing Prince Tactus in the movie, I have the royal family is obviously black in Zans, which is unique as there's never been a movie made where you had like a royal prince who's black, right? Like all these movies are all these white guys, right? And these white women. And finally, for Zane, is the royal family is a black family. See, well, Black Panther, he's royalty, he's black, obviously. But to be fair, it's Wakanda's in Africa, right? So yeah, yeah. I think something like T'Challa for me, a little bit, right? A little bit of symbolism there. T'Challa is a prince, he's a Black Panther, and he's filthy rich. Well, you're gonna see me, I'm filthy rich in the movie, I'm spoiled. Jame Gojimons who are spoiled or rich people. Because they're of the royal family. Takis, Antonius, Cassius, Queen Sarah, Lithius, Takis the First, they're of the royal family. Like, what about Maramis and Baramis? No, Maramis and Baramis are not of the royal family, but they're also wealthy too, those guys. I don't describe their wealth, but they're wealthy people. Like Maramis and Baramis, the servant, they live in the castle with Tacius and with the royal family. Yeah. Why? Who lives in the castle? The royal family. Queen Sarah, Lithius, her daughter, Tacius, Asitonius, Cassius, Maramis, the archer, lives with them too, but he's not part of the royal family. And Baramis, the queen's servant, lives in the castle too. You read the book. And they also have guest rooms, which leads into Divine Theory. I won't spoil story. See when you read it, right? I won't spoil story for you. Yeah. Nice one, Sarah. Yeah. 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 Why your card's really not working? Yeah, man, my card's not working. It keeps getting declined. Obviously, why? Maybe I don't have enough money. No, guys, like I double check and I have enough money and it's still declined. I even got a new card today. I went to the Scotiabank. I got a new card and I paid the $16 for my pack of smokes. I had $16 in my checking and it was declined. I went to Wilfred Levine. It was $15 declined. And I'm like, Father, please, man, I don't need my smokes. And the guy just happened to pay for a pack of smokes for me. I'm not like, guys. Yeah, I prayed to my father, like, please, Father, I need my smokes. And the guy, he's like, yeah, I'll pay for it for you. And he paid for me. You bought me the pack of smokes, man. Yeah, man. Your father is protecting you. Of course he is. He's protecting me, obviously. You think it's a coincidence? Before I knew the doors were locked on me, I happened to be writing my own fantasy novel when I didn't know the doors were locked on me, and yeah. Remember my video I made when I was a kid, a 23-year-old kid? I'm currently writing a novel. I happened to be writing my own novel when I was ignorant. I didn't know those were locked on me. And then once I figured out those were locked on me, I'm like, okay, God gave me the keys. If the gatekeeper locked the doors on me, my father must have given me the keys. And I figure it out because, yeah, whatever I'm thinking, I know there's people talking and everything. So I knew, okay, God gave me the keys so I can make my money. But because the doors are locked, I have to own something. I'm like, hey, what brand can I own? I figure out, oh my God, Las Rosés, I'm writing that right now. That's the key, the ticket to me being rich and being king, obviously. And that's when VJ started crying to me in 2018. She started crying to me, obviously. Once VJ knew I was woken up and everything, that's when she started crying because she knew she got duped. And she knew she saw how, yeah, even though the mess happened, I love Violet, I want to be with him, I don't care. I want to be with that guy. And I want to be queen with it. That's why she's crazy, obviously. I ignore Victoria Justice because she's a crazy woman. She's going to keep fucking the guys after she cries to me. That's why I'm going to lose this weight, VJ. I'm going to grow my long dreads like Tarzan. No, he was in black Tarzan. I'm going to get my girlfriend. If you give me hell, VJ, you know what I'm going to do, VJ. I'm going to ignore you because you don't listen to me either, man. You're attention deficit too. There you go. Yeah, it's not just about me making you happy. You have to make me happy. You either, man. Like, I can't stay away. I like them. Yes, VJ. Double standards. I like her too. Yeah, but I'm your wife. Yeah, I'm your husband too, man. If you want to play that game with me, we can play, man. Do not play that game with me. You're not worthy of original, man. You know it. Fucking wicked sinner, man. Bangs guys every fucking day, man. Yeah, for years. And now you expect me to stay with the woman for you when you're gonna keep banging guys. Are you fucking crazy? I'm not having to do like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm saying, yeah. This Sunday, what will you eat? Well, because I'm only gonna get paid like my $90, $100, I'll get just slices at Bob's, or I might get slices at Pizza Pizza. I'm gonna get Pizza slices, change it up, because Bob's is getting annoying, obviously, right? Even though I like Bob slices better than Pizza, it's getting a bit tiresome eating Bob slices. I'm probably gonna get Pizza, but Bob's is cheaper. Like Bob's is only like $11.50 for 2 slices, a drink, and 2 dips. Whereas Pizza is like $14, $15. It's more expensive, and their pizza's not as good, right? Their slices are not as good as Bob's. Bob's has better slices, but Bob's slices are getting tiresome. Got some sound. Let me say, guys, I'm gonna go to get some coffee. I'll be back in a second. Oh, hey, I'm you guys on the show. guys. There's no coffee, so I had to brew a new. I had to brew what? Another pot of coffee, right? Man, it's cold. I'm gonna put my my robe on. It's fucking freezing in here, man. So I'll get my coffee in a good like 5-6 minutes. I'll be ready. Flavored coffee. My younger brother bought flavored coffee, right? Flavored coffee, honestly. It's fucking cold. It's winter now, right? So it's cold, honestly. Yeah, Ivan, you without the glowing beauty and the beard, you have the Tarzan. Yeah, I have the black Tarzan look. Like the wild man look. I'm not sexy, I know. Because I'm not sexy, though. So I love your nostalgic video, man. You look fucking handsome. You look way more handsome with your long dress. I know. I look more handsome with my long dress, obviously. It's a better look on me. That's what her justice will tell me when we're getting. Yeah, Ivan, stick to the dress. VJ won't care what style I have. Even with the afro, I'm so handsome. But VJ will tell me, oh, Ivan, stick with the dress. I like you with that look. You look more handsome. You look like a grease monkey wild man, like the wild man Tarzan look. Yeah, it's a beautiful look. See, and then with the beard, I look more like Jesus. But without the beard, I have like the Tarzan look, right? The Tarzan look, the wild man look. Yeah. Yo, Ivan, man, like we were shocked when we saw you with that your nostalgia video, man. You look so different with your dreads. I know. That's why I'm growing it, obviously, right? I have to get touched up. It's been like 4 months. I have to contact my neighbor having to do my hair, but to do that, I need money. So if I don't get accepted to Wolverine back, I might just screw welfare and I'll just look for. I'll apply at Super. See, I'll look for more jobs. But I mean, I don't want to do dishes, man. Like I'm staying away from dishwashing jobs because dishwashing is not fun. I don't like washing dishes. Dishes is not fun. There you go. I hate washing dishes. Doing it once a week is not bad, but like doing it full time, no. I never want to wash dishes full time ever again, man. But I hope Warfare accepts me. No, if Warfare doesn't accept me, I'll get a doctor's note. I'll contact my doctor and have her write a doctor's note for my mental health. And once my doctor writes the note, Warfare should accept me, obviously. If I get declined, I don't know. Tomorrow they send me the letter of decline. I don't know. Father, I need your help. I hope they accept me, man. I need the money, man. I want to save money for my book, right? Yeah. That's why I'm so generous with the Hollywood actors. I know what it's like to be poor, man. It's not fun not having any money, man. But the Hollywood actors are not poor, but compared to me and VG, they're poor. That's my point, right? Like, they're not poor. They're wealthy people, but compared to me and VG, they're poor. So if you and VG are going to make those tens of billions, it doesn't hurt to pay the Hollywood actors a lot of money. That way they're happy and they're not pissed off, obviously. Samsara. Pay them more than what they make in Hollywood, that way they work hard for you and they make a lot of money and they're happy and they work harder for you. If you pay them shitty money, Ivan, the Hollywood actors are not going to work as hard for you. And they're not going to say Skyscraper's better than Hollywood. If you pay them a lot more money, we're all going to say, yeah, Skyscraper even blows Hollywood water, and Ivan paid me a lot of money, man. I made a lot of money working for his movie. My game deal, merchandise deal, speaking deal, my base, and also my movie deal, the film royalties, film profit royalties. And the promos, and it comes with the perks. Ivan's company blows out the water. Ivan VJ Scott's company blows out the water, man. Better than Hollywood. Don't hate him, saying, yeah. It's better than Hollywood, right? Get my coffee in like 3 minutes, guys. Wow, will you actually be serious with your savings? Yeah, I will. Once I get if I get a set for welfare, I'm going to be serious. Save $400 a month. be saving. Yeah. If I get 800 a month, I save 400 a month. I save, and the rest I blow it obviously. Obviously. And if I get a Sarah for welfare, I get free dental. I can get my teeth cleaned. I no longer have to pay for my medication anymore. So that helps me out a lot. I don't have to pay for the $60 for the medication anymore. It costs me about $55 for all my medication. I don't have to pay for that anymore. I'm covered by the Quebec government, honestly. Yeah. Yeah. Quebec. Ivan, is it really Quebec or Quebec? Well, it doesn't matter. There's some people who say Quebec. There's some people who say Quebec. Most people say Quebec, but some people also say Quebec, obviously. Like, I say Quebec, but some people say Quebec. So there's two ways of saying. Just like there's poutine and Putin. I usually say Putin, but a lot of people say poutine. So there's different dialects of saying the word, obviously, right? Obviously. Yeah. Yeah. My coffee's ready, guys. Go just get my coffee. Don't hate him sense. Give me one that a lot. Alrighty, guys. Sorry for the long wait. Well, it's just getting coffee. I'm off tomorrow. I can sleep in tonight. I don't have to wake up in the morning and go to work, right? Yeah. Yeah. So if you don't get accepted for welfare, if I don't get accepted for welfare, I have two choices. Either I go see my doctor. My doctor writes a doctor's note for welfare Quebec, or I just screw welfare Quebec and I just look for another job. But I applied to many jobs over the past couple of months, and only one job contacted me. No, Cineplex contacted me, but they told me that all their positions are filled. I was too late. If Cineplex hired me, I would have been working at Cineplex full time. It's fucking cool working at a movie theater, right? Yeah. And I also applied to McDonald's. McDonald's never got back to me in Quebec. I also applied to one in downtown Ottawa. They never got back to me. So I got the McDonald's. I would have been working full time there. Because McDonald's, I can make like my 900, 850 every 2 weeks. If you make 900, you can easily save $450, $450 of your money, right? $500 of your money a month, a paycheck you can save. You know? So if you don't mind working, yeah, I don't mind working. I just don't want to do dishes because dishes is just too stressing. I don't mind Dinties once a week there, but I don't want to do dishes full time ever again, man. It's too stressing on my body. I know if I do dishes, I will not have any energy to work out. It's too tired on my body. Whereas the other jobs, I have the energy to work out. But dishwashing, Coco Foodie, I had no energy after each shift. I was so tired because the work there is so much. That's why I ran and I quit. Obviously, it's too much work there. Obviously. I ran out of there, man. All the dishwashers ran. The one guy who I worked with, he only worked there for a good month and a month and 2 weeks. My final week where at Coco Fruity, he quit the Tuesday of that week, and I quit after the Sunday of that week. I quit. Like I'm never working at Coco Fruity again. It's too much work, man. It's crazy work over there, right? Yeah. Oh, but I can't wait to read your book. Oh, yeah, you're looking at a masterpiece, guys. The greatest fast novel written. That's why BJ cries, because she knows I did it. She's fucked in Hollywood, obviously. Yeah, Ivan, I got duped. You did not get duped, but I got duped, Ivan. Yeah, Victoria Justice may be rich, but she got duped by the Gates, obviously. Whereas Ivan may be poor, but he didn't get duped. You see the difference, right? One's poor, but he didn't get duped. He wrote his master's as a Rosanus. And because he has the keys, he didn't sell the gatekeepers. That's billions for him. And the other person has millions in her bank account, but she has no power or control over her own career or life. The Gates own her, BJ. She has no power or control over her own career. She's under the power of the gatekeepers, obviously. She's a lot to them, obviously, right? Because I'm not under the power of the gatekeepers. That's why my keys are worthless. That's why BJ also hates me with the keys on her, because she's envious, obviously. Yo, I may be poor, but I kind of envy him, man. His keys are worth a lot. He wrote that math. That's what was saying. That's billions. I want him to get me out. I want a piece of that. I want a piece of Ivan's. I want 23 billion off his book. 24 billion off his book. I want a piece of that. But she knows with that money, you can live a life with that money, right? You won the lottery with that money. The 24 billion dollars your bank, you live in the life, man. Start your own film studio with that money, man. Fund your own movies with your own money. And the billions you make off your dance brand, you can fund the greatest escape for $800 million pocket change, man. I make $70 billion dance, $800 million towards the greatest escape is pocket change. Yeah, a good investment. Obviously. Ivan, do you recommend all us filmmakers we finance our own movies? No. Big. There's a saying in the movie, and I know the rule. There's a saying in the movie industry: never self-finance your movies because you're taking a huge risk, unless it's a small budget. Like if it's like a $10,000-$20,000 budget, you can finance it yourself. But if it's in the millions or hundreds of thousands, I recommend find a financier or get a loan from the bank. You don't want to take that risk, obviously. Find an investor to invest in your movie. That way you protect the risk. The movie makes no money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As Francis Coppola, whatever his name is, the guy who directed The Godfather, I heard he's bankrupt. He has like no money because he invested all his money in Megalopolis. Like why? Like I don't mean to be offensive, Francis, but that was very stupid for you to take all your money and take a huge risk and invest it on your movie. Like why didn't you just get an investor to do it? Like why did you take that risk? And the movie made no money, flopped, so he lost his $120 million, and now he has no money. He's poor. He's broke. Sad, huh? Well, I mean, he took I don't know, all the $100 million he had in his bank and his assets and everything. He poured all that towards his movie, and the movie flopped. So Francis lost money, and now he's broke. Obviously, that's why you never ever self-finance movies. The only one who can do that is me because I'm the exception. I have the keys, and I'm special. I know the whole world will buy my movies. For me and VJ, it's not risky finance the movie ourselves. And me and VJ have no choice but to finance the movie ourselves. The doors are locked on us even when we're king and queen, right? The only way I can make Zanes is by funding it with the money I made off the Zanes book, obviously. There's a high chance the bank won't even give me a loan for it. The bank might not even give me a loan because the gates control that, obviously. I don't think me and VJ might not even be able to get a loan from the bank because everything is all under the gatekeeper's power control. That's why I came with the keys because the situation is so serious. They locked everything on me. They're never going to let me really touch a dime of their money. That's why I came with my own keys, so I can own my own brand and I can make my billions. And then that money they don't touch. And so even though me and VJ can't make any money in the gatekeeper system around the world, because I made the $24 billion off the book, we can use that money to fund Zanus, and we have enough money to pay our bills. That's a serious situation. That's why I came with the keys, man. Because my father knew the gatekeepers will never let me touch a dime of the money. Yeah, I mean, you're not touching a dime of the money, man. Even when you sell to me, I'm never going to let you be a billionaire. I don't want you to be that rich in my house. I'm envious. That's why I came with the keys. So they don't do me, man. Oh, hams in yeah. Got some Sarah? So the bank might not even be allowed to give you a loan. Maybe, yeah. It's so serious that if me and VJ ask for a loan, the bank might decline us because the gates control everything, man. Yeah, man. Because I made out with the 24 million, I have easy funds in it. I'm not going to take a loan. High chance me and VJ might get declined. But me and VJ can easily take $3 billion of our money and put it towards Zane's. We'll make our billions back. It's a good investment. We have the keys. So I'm the only one. I'm the exception. Me and VJ are the exception whereby we can self-finance our movies ourselves. That way we maintain full control of the brand. Obviously, we don't have to worry about losing money because me and VJ are special. We're God. We know the world will buy our movies and we have the keys to the kingdom. So for Ivan O'Mara, there is no risk, obviously. But for these other guys, there's risk, obviously. They don't have the keys like me. They're not special like me. They're not guaranteed box office draws, right? Iron and Victoria Justice are guaranteed box office draws. Like, we're guaranteed going to make our billions. Because we're special, we're God, and we have the keys. So it's not risky for us, obviously. Oh, hey, Emerson, yeah. You think some filmmakers might contact you and want you to fund their movie? Yeah, some people might contact me because they know I have the keys. Don't be surprised, Ivan, where there's some film people who might ask you for money to fund their movie, but I will decline and say no. I'm not going to take that risk. I can lose my money, man. Well, Ivan, man, like I want to make a movie. I want $100 million. I'm like, sorry guys, why not? Ivan, man, look, man, I don't want to take that risk. I don't want to lose my money, man. You guys are not guaranteed box office draws, obviously. So are you saying even with the Hollywood actors it's a bit risky? Yes, even though these Hollywood actors, the A-list actors can sell their movies, they have quite a bit of flops. It's not guaranteed success. It could flop. You could lose your money. That's why, for me to protect my investment, me and VJ have to be the face of the movie, of the brand. That way we protect our investment. I know I'm doing it. We're not the face of the brand. We can lose our money. Or we'll make money, but we won't make as much money, obviously. Yeah. Because I guarantee you there might be some filmmakers out there, producers who will contact me wanting like a loan. Either man, I want to make a movie. How much do I make it for? I want to make a $100 million budget movie. And yeah. They might ask me for a loan or they might ask me to finance it. Obviously. Yeah. Would you give them a loan? No, I'll never give them a loan because chances are, if the movie flops, they're never gonna pay you back, Ivan. So the best thing to do is you finance it and you own it. Yeah, if you want me to finance your movie, I now own your movie. Obviously, I now own your movie. You don't have power over the movie because I'm financing it. Obviously. And if the movie hits a certain mark after the break-even point, you can give them royalties and everything. But I'll never do that. It's risky, man. Yeah, you might not see your $100. Your movie might flop, obviously. Because even if you promote the movie, even if you promote those guys' movies on your website, most people around the world won't really care about that movie because Ivan financed it, but like Ivan's not in it. I don't really care that much. There's a possibility it could make money, but it can also flop. It's risky. They can also make a lot of money. Because I have the keys, the whole world will know about that movie. But even though the whole world knows about that movie, because I and Major not in the movie, some fans don't really care, obviously. They might not tune into the movie. Obviously. Or it's a hit, but it makes maybe $500, $600, $700 million. It doesn't make the tens of billions that my movie's doing. Because I'm not in the movie, that's what I'm saying. Because the Hollywood actors are pretty small compared to BJ, and they're not guaranteed box office draws. As even A-list actors have flops, guys. Don't hate me, guys. And even A-list actors have quite a bit of flops. Sincere? Yeah. All the big A-listers who in Hollywood had flops in their careers. They had some hits and they had some flops too, obviously. Whereas Ivan and Victoria Justice will never have one flop in their career unless we sell it to the gatekeepers. And Victoria Justice movies have all flopped because the gatekeepers duped her, obviously. But what? As long as I and Meija are in the movie, we don't have to worry about the movie losing money. Obviously. And I'm the only one who can actually self-finance his own movie. My investment is not risky. It's protected. I have the keys. I'm special. I know the whole world will buy my movie. Guys, I'm saying. Whereas Francis Coppola, whatever his name is, he invested like all his money into Megalopolis, which is stupid. Why would you take that risk, Francis, and invest all your money into a movie, man? And the movie flopped. You lost money, and now you're broke. Obviously. That was very stupid, man. Yeah. But I heard Megalopolis was a dream project of his. He always wanted to make that movie, so he got to make that movie, obviously. But I heard the movie was not that good, and it flopped hard. It made like $14 million in the box office on a $120 million budget. So Francis Coppola, whatever his name is, he lost like his $120 million he invested into Megalopolis. He lost all that, but he lost his $100 million. That's too bad, huh? That's why never self-finance your movies, guys. Guys, I'm being serious, man. You guys are not me. You don't have the keys. You're not special like me and VJ. I'm the exception, but all you filmmakers out there, I'm talking to you, man. Never self-finance your movie yourself. Unless it's a low budget, like $20,000, $50,000. That's not that risky. If you lose $20,000, it's not that bad. But like if it's in the hundreds of thousands of millions, don't be stupid and put all your money into your movie. If your movie flops, you just lost all your money and now you're broke, right? You don't want to take that risk. So I'm saying, find investors to finance your movie. And I recommend you don't take a loan. Because if your movie flops and you can't pay back the loan, you now have to declare bankruptcy, obviously, which is not good. You don't want to declare bankruptcy, right? Yeah. Alright, before I just camera, Ivan, what's the difference between a financier, investor, and the bank? The difference is the financier. If an investor or financier finances your movie, that financier or investor is now taking the risk. he financed your movie, obviously. So if your movie doesn't make any money, you don't owe the investor any money because he took the risk. The investor, he or she took the risk, obviously. Whereas bank, if you want to get a loan from the bank, if your movie if you get a loan from the bank, you have to pay back that loan. And if your movie flops and you can't pay back the loan, then you now have to declare bankruptcy. And the difference is the financier or the investor, chances are if they invest money in your movie, they're gonna end up owning your movie brand. So they're taking all the risk, obviously. Whereas the bank, they don't own your movie. You take control over your movie. But if your movie flops, you have to pay back the loan. And if you can't pay back the loan, you have to now declare bankruptcy with your assets and all that stuff, right? That's what I'm saying. You're genius, I know. Don't get me wrong, you're genius, I know. Obviously. Do most filmmakers take loans? No. Most filmmakers find investors to invest in their movie. Obviously. But I told you, if you want to get an investor to invest money in your movie, that investor, chances are, will be owning probably the majority of your brand, obviously. Unless you're lucky like George Lucas and you get to own the whole brand. But nowadays, that's never going to happen. If you're an upcoming filmmaker and you're seeking an investor, chances are that investor will want the rights of your brand. The rights of your brand, obviously. Or they want you to, or they want their money paid back, but you still own the brand. But chances are the investor will want to own a share of your brand, obviously, of your movie brand. If you find an investor, obviously. So you have like two options, right? You can either take a loan from the bank. If you take a loan from the bank, the brand is yours, but if the movie flops, but you have to pay back the bank, obviously. If your movie's a hit, it paid off as you were able to pay the bank back, your movie's profitable, and the brand's 100% yours. Or you take the less riskier approach, whereby you find an investor or a financier, a banker, to invest in your movie, but chances are they're going to end up owning the rights of your movie. But if your movie's a hit, they might give you a nice piece of the royalties, and you made a lot of money off that. So you see both sides of the picture, guys. Yeah, I was just saying, you're genius, I know. Obviously, that's why I'm talking to all of you filmmakers out there. Heed my advice: never self-finance your movies unless it's a small budget movie. If you want to make a $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $40,000 budget movie, $50,000 budget movie, you can finance it yourself, or take a. Or, you know what I'm saying? But if it's in the hundreds of thousands and millions, I recommend you don't do that. Find an investor to fund your movie. That way you reduce the risk. You don't have to worry about going bankrupt and all that stuff and then going broke, right? That's what I'm saying. Like Francis, right? Coppola, right? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Anyways, guys, this is very. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. As I'm saying, peace. All him saying, peace out, guys.